Chapter 6. The Lab. An eerie blue glow illuminated Ryan's face as he stared at the computer screen. His fingers danced across the keyboard. She wondered where the cop got his mad tech skills from. A man of mystery. With nothing else to do but wait, Emma searched the lab. Her hands probed the equipment scattered across the benches. The touch of the cool metal restored memories. Centrifuges, microscopes, spectrum analyzers, and chemical analyzers. Their name pierced holes in the fog clogging her brain. She longed to remember something beyond these small flashes of memory. Yes! I found the patient files. There are hundreds of them stored on this thing. Emma stopped her exploration, leaning over his shoulder. She watched the folders marked with patients' names as they scrolled by on the screen. Wait! Open that one! Emma pointed to the folder labeled Immune Trials. Her stomach roiled. Part of her knew what they'd find when they opened it. Ryan stared at her, his eyes filled with compassion. The mouse pointer hovered over the folder. She nodded, prompting him to click. Emma knew what she'd see as soon as the folder opened. There! Open the folder labeled Subject 13. Are you sure? Emma nodded, not trusting her voice. She told herself that she needed to find the answers, regardless of what she discovered. Ryan opened the folder, revealing a series of video files. He clicked on a random file, starting the video. A thin man with dark eyes behind gold-rimmed glasses filled the screen. Dr. Pierce. She recognized the man before his whiny voice came through the speaker. Subject 13, Trial 17. Blood samples from the last 12 hours show remarkable properties. The Mindfall virus hasn't gained a foothold in her system yet. This confirms my initial hypothesis. The subject produces antibodies unlike anything we've recorded to date. A wave of nausea rolled over her. Emma dug her fingers into Ryan's shoulder, trying to steady herself. The room swayed around her. Dr. Pierce's shrill voice triggered a barrage of terrible memories. Needles plunged into her body, restraints holding her fast to the bed, endless tests. Fiery tendrils of pain had coursed through her body. Play the next video. Her voice sounded pained, even to her own ears. Ryan pushed play. Dr. Pierce stood over a hospital bed while an unconscious form lay in it. Even with the many gaps in her memory, Emma recognized herself. Pale skin made her look dead already, connected to various medical monitors. He spoke to the camera with the same annoying tone he had in the first video. Subject 13 shows a robust response to the treatment protocol. Antibody production has increased tenfold with no reduction in effectiveness. We're ready to begin the second phase of the experiment. Induce a stronger, mutated viral agent to stimulate a stronger immune response. Ryan glanced at Emma, placing his hand on top of hers. He tortured you, trying to develop a cure. There's no excuse for what he did. Hit play. I need to watch the rest. I need to remember what happened. The more videos they played, the angrier she got. Emma strapped to the same hospital bed. Her body thrashed against the restraints when conscious. Dr. Pierce's smug face observed her with clinical detachment. Nurses in hazmat suits administered injections of mystery fluids, drawing her blood at irregular intervals. A human lab rat. Emma turned away from the computer, unable to watch anymore. She stared at her empty cell, willing herself to wake up from this nightmare. Glimpses of the past flashed through her head, none of them connected to any other. A trickle of thoughts turned into a torrent as the dam broke. Emma felt like the flooding memories would drown her. Too much, too fast. She had to spit them out. My name is Emma Chen. I worked as a paramedic for the county fire department. Our unit received a call about a disturbance at a research facility outside the city. The world had gone crazy by then. When we arrived, we found everyone inside dead, half-eaten, ripped apart. Nothing like I'd ever seen before. While trying to save a scientist, a zombie bit me, but unlike the others, I didn't turn. Emma stopped, wiping the tears from her eyes. The memory weighed on her shoulders like a lead weight. Ryan had paused, waiting for her to continue.
The military quarantined the area. One soldier almost shot me, but Dr. Pierce stopped him. He suspected my immunity. Instead of killing me, the doctor ordered the soldiers to seize me, moving me to his private research wing at the hospital. A kidnapping. I would have made out better if the soldier had offed me instead.
I'm sorry, Emma. They shouldn't have done that to you. Unfortunately, there's more. From what I found, Pierce works for a biotech company called Nexus. They've got ties to the Chinese military. Together, they worked on a weaponized virus, a genetically engineered killing machine only they could control. He clicked through the various files on the workstation. Images of the weaponized zombies appeared on the screen. She recognized their ability to move with purpose, working together like the ones they'd encounter in the hospital.
They're like the ones in the elevator shaft,
Emma said. Ryan looked up from the monitor, nodding his agreement. Pierce's notes say that a frequency emitter on the top of the hospital controls the zombies. It's some kind of neuro override. Emma stood behind Ryan, reading the document on the screen over his shoulder. Her heart raced.
Look here. My immunity threatened the viability of the project. If someone synthesized a cure, then the threat of a zombie army would be meaningless. Pierce wanted to control my blood, suppressing the cure. Only that would satisfy his military supporters.
They wanted a controllable army of the dead, Ryan said. A wave of nausea washed over her. She wiped her sweaty palms on her pants, turning away from the computer.
He kept me isolated so he could continue his experiments in secret, improve his army. All these tests affected my brain chemistry, causing the memory lapses.
These logs say that Pierce planned on evacuating to a secondary facility downtown. If he's still alive, then he'd head there. We need to either run away or try to find this location. Your choice, Emma. Part of her wanted to run away. Forget about the doctor and this hospital. But Emma felt a responsibility to the world to end this mess. Her efforts and her blood could end the apocalypse. Emma's eyes landed on a heavy steel door at eye level within the wall. A safe. Another key code flashed in her mind. Inside, she found a metal case containing vials of a deep red liquid. The cure, made from her blood. As she thought about ways to manufacture the antidote, a familiar sound echoed from the stairwell. A wet, keening, guttural moan only zombies made. Mixed in, she heard the controlled, purposeful steps of a human. Ryan drew his gun. Desperation made him perform this futile act with only 2 bullets left. The correct number to end themselves if things went south. 5 figures strode out of the darkness. A tall, slim man surrounded by 4 zombies. The monsters moved like trained attack dogs, waiting for a command to rip Emma and Ryan apart. Their black, milky eyes focused on the Master's 2 enemies. Dr. Adrian Pierce looked like he had in the videos, erasing any questions about his identity. A thin and angular face hidden behind wire-rimmed glasses. His coat remained snow white despite the mess and chaos surrounding them. When he saw Emma, his thin lips bent into a crooked smile. Subject 13, Emma, sweetheart. You're awake and you've returned. The familiarity of his whiny voice turned her stomach. His eyes showed no feelings, pure clinical detachment. You made me worry when I found your room empty. I couldn't lose you. You're my star patient. The zombie stood motionless at his side. Each wore a dirty, torn security uniform, gripping a baton in their hands. She felt Ryan step closer to her, pointing his pistol at Dr. Pierce. Pierce ignored the cop with the gun pointing straight at him. You've recovered your mobility faster than expected. The memory treatments I administered were more successful than I thought they'd be. Emma clutched a case of vials to her chest like a talisman. She wished for a shield, feeling naked under the doctor's stare. You have some nerve calling them memory treatments. You wiped my brain clean. Memories are just coming back. Pierce shook his head, sighing. He removed his glasses, cleaning them with a white cloth he pulled from his pocket. His expression looked like he prepared to scold a toddler. A small, regrettable side effect. The antibodies in your system had to be stimulated gradually for the best results. We had to suppress your memory to limit the trauma. Doctor, you need to back away from Emma. Ryan spoke for the first time, pointing his gun at Pierce's head. The doctor flashed him a dismissive glance.
Officer Matthews, am I correct? Your name is on the evacuation manifest along with the other officers. Don't waste either of your last 2 bullets. Yes, I've been watching you. Rest assured, I'm harmless.
Your pets suggest otherwise, Doctor, Ryan said. Dr. Pierce smiled, a manipulative look rather than one of joy.
Are you referring to my escorts? They're a necessary precaution in dangerous times like these. They respond to my neurotransmitter, assuring nobody interferes with my plans.
He tapped a small device clipped to his ear that looked like a Bluetooth microphone. Ryan lowered his gun, holding it at his side.
Emma's contribution to my program made all this possible.
Her stomach churned, hearing his words. Her blood used as a weapon rather than a cure.
You're referring to my imprisonment, where you stole my blood and experimented on me. No need to be so dramatic, Emma. I'm the one who saved your life. The Chinese military wanted you dead after discovering your immunity. I hid you away because of your research value. Your infinite value to me.
He ignored the 2 intruders into his lab, strolling toward a workstation surrounded by lab equipment. Pierce stroked the keys, displaying readings on the monitor. His pet zombies remained by the door, standing as still as stone statues blocking the exit. Their vacant faces creeped Emma out, but she vowed not to let them intimidate her.
You used me as a lab rat without my consent. Then you took my memories. You're a monster.
Pierce's smile faded. He glared at her, contempt filling his eyes.
I did it for the greater good. You don't understand the power of your blood. We're not just talking about immunity. Your blood is the key to controlling the infection. The power of life and death in the right hands.
He gestured like a game show host to his prize zombies.
These subjects retain their basic cognitive functions. When we add your antibodies, we create a controllable workforce that can work 24/7 to better society without a care in the world. Imagine the possibilities I could create. It makes me a god.
You're insane, Ryan said. Pierce glared at Ryan before continuing.
Emma, we made tremendous progress before the containment breach. The prototype serum derived from your blood works. It has saved these monsters from their vicious natures, transformed eating machines into productivity machines, but it's still unstable.
His eyes fixed on the case in her arms. Her blood.
The samples you're holding are degrading as we speak. We need to resume the protocols until I understand how best to use your antibodies. If you come with me to the secondary facility, then we continue our work together.
Our work?
All you did was torture me, leaving me for dead. Potato, potato. I saved humanity. The military wanted a weapon, but I found an enhanced cure. You made both possible.
Ryan moved between them, pointing his gun at the doctor. Emma, we need to go. He can't be reasoned with. A bitter smile bent Pierce's lips. His beady eyes stared Ryan down.
Officer Matthews, you misunderstand who's in control of this situation. Emma is the key to my work. She's coming with me. You can't stop it from happening.
What if I refuse? Emma said. Pierce tapped his ear device, mumbling a command. The zombies came to attention, turning toward Emma and Ryan as a group. Their hands rose to a ready position, brandishing their batons. They'd look comical if they weren't so dangerous.
Then I'll insist on your compliance. Remember, I didn't want to do it this way.
He slammed a red button on the table next to the computer. Metal shutters slammed down, covering the lab entrance. Pierce reached into the drawer next to him, retrieving a small bag.
I designed this facility with containment in mind. Reinforced steel doors along with a ventilation system I can adjust.
The vents hissed. Dr. Pierce opened the bag, retrieving a gas mask. Emma saw the sly smile as he slid the mask over his face.
Don't worry. It's only a mild sedative. You'll simply fall asleep and wake up in my new facility. You won't even remember any of this happening."
The gas mask muffled his voice. Ryan pulled the trigger, aiming at Pierce. He dodged the bullet, allowing it to shatter a computer monitor behind him. His pet zombies charged Ryan, responding to Pierce's commands. "Emma, run!" Ryan fired his last bullet at the lead zombie. It struck the monster in the forehead, dropping it in a heap. His charging comrades tripped over the fallen body, giving them a valuable second to react. Emma tried to make her legs obey, but the gas made her head spin. She clutched the case like a prized possession, backing toward the containment cells. Pierce's calm voice followed her as Ryan thrust his knife through the skull of the first zombie to recover its footing.
"There's nowhere left to hide, Emma, except your fate. We can accomplish so much by working together."
Her vision blurred as her back hit the wall of her old cell, the only home she could remember. Pierce approached her, his hand outstretched, reaching for her.
"You're mine, Emma. You've always been mine."